Thanks for being with us here on Live Now from Fox. I'm your host, Christina Evans. We have been juggling a lot of breaking news that has been coming into our newsroom right now, and this is the latest update that we want to bring to you out of Los Angeles. I want to show you this live vantage point that we do have there in the city, but this breaking news coming in the name of Matthew Perry, the famed actor. The doctor has officially pleaded guilty to selling Matthew Perry ketamine. We do want to put up this tweet that we have as well from the Associated Press. This all came just in the weeks before the Friends star's overdose death. So what we do know at this time is Dr. Salvador Plasencia became the fourth of 5 people charged in connection with Perry's death to plead guilty. He stood next to his lawyer and admitted guilt to 4 counts to the judge there in a federal court in L.A. Plasencia, who is 43 years old, was set to go to trial in August until the doctor agreed last month to plead guilty to 4 counts of distribution of ketamine, according to the signed document that was filed in Los Angeles court. So we do have some video as well that I want to put up on your screen here. But ultimately, this is a case that we've been following for quite some time. But now knowing that the doctor has agreed to plead guilty in this case, I want to continue on here as we're discussing some of those details, knowing that in court, Plasencia only spoke to answer the judge's question when he asked if his lawyers had considered all the possibilities of pleas and sentencing in the case. Plasencia simply replied, "They've considered everything." So showing you just some video that we have there of the late doctor. But ultimately, we do know that according to the doctor's attorney, Dr. Plasencia says that he is profoundly remorseful for the treatment decisions that he made while providing ketamine to Matthew Perry. He said that he is fully accepting responsibility by pleading guilty to drug distribution. Dr. Plasencia intends to voluntarily surrender his medical license, acknowledging his failure to protect Mr. Perry, a patient who was especially vulnerable due to his addiction. And that's all a quoted statement there on behalf of Dr. Plasencia from his attorney, Deborah White. But again, ultimately know that Plasencia had previously pleaded not guilty, but in exchange for the guilty pleas, prosecutors have agreed to drop 3 additional counts of distribution of ketamine and 2 accounts of falsifying records. Prosecutors, though, ultimately outlined the charges in court before the plea and said that he did not sell Perry the dose that killed the actor. They described, though, that Dr. Plasencia admitted that Perry froze up and his blood pressure spiked when the doctor gave him 1 injection. But Plasencia still left more ketamine for Perry's assistant to inject. In court, though, we don't know that Matthew Perry was simply referred to only as victim and P. These charges, though, can carry a maximum sentence of 40 years in prison, and there is no guarantee that Dr. Plasencia will get less, but he is likely to. He has been free on bond since shortly after his arrest came back in August and will be allowed to remain free until his December 3rd sentencing. But putting this back there up on your screen, this was the breaking news and from the Associated Press that the doctor has now pleaded guilty to selling ketamine to Matthew Perry in the weeks before the actor's death. He again becomes the 4th of 5 people ultimately charged in connection with the death of the actor Matthew Perry. So we did want to get that in for you here on Live Now from Fox. We're going to continue on with other top stories and things after this 2-minute commercial break. Stay right